Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here, your home for gaming, tech, news, and reviews. In today's video, we are talking about RetroArch and how it was just hacked. Let's get started. Alright, to kick things off, RetroArch was hacked. And now if you're wondering, if you're a user of RetroArch, are you in danger? The answer is no. Fortunately, no users are really affected by this hack directly. Indirectly, they are, because RetroArch in the background had some bad stuff happen to it. So they released a tweet today that said the hacker vandalized our buildbot and GitHub organization. What you should know. Libretro has been very transparent. They just learned about this hack and immediately they assessed the damage and let everybody know, which is huge props to them. There are a lot of companies that don't let people know exactly the extent to which they were hacked. Libretro here has been completely transparent. So they said the hacker accessed our buildbot server and crippled the nightly stable buildbot services and the netplay lobby service. Right now, the core updater and netplay lobbies won't work. The websites for these have also been rendered inaccessible for the moment. The hacker also impersonated someone from the Libretro team and damaged 3 of 9 pages of repositories, which is a pretty big number. And the Libretro team would like everybody to know that no cores or RetroArch installations should be compromised. The attacker simply wiped out the buildbot server clean, and there is nothing being distributed that could be considered malicious to your system. Nothing has happened here, and there is no need for any concern. And this is pretty big. So basically, the hacker was just malicious in the background. They didn't affect the end user directly, but they did affect the end user indirectly. Because it says here, for the current time being, the core installer is non-functional until further notice. The same goes for update assets or update overlays and update shaders, and all the other online services that RetroArch users normally have access to, such as the netplay lobby services. So basically, if you're a RetroArch user, right now you cannot get any, you cannot use their core downloader to get any more cores for any more systems. Whatever is on your device, if you have an Android device or if you have a PC, whatever you've got currently downloaded on there is all you're going to get, because everything in the background has been shut down. One of the big issues right now that Libretro is facing is the fact that they did not have any automated backup. So restoring this stuff is going to be incredibly difficult. Pretty much everything over the last few months may be wiped out for good. Moving forward, the Libretro team is hoping that GitHub will help them restore their repositories. In the event that GitHub can't help, they are throwing a Hail Mary pass to the users in the community to see if someone will be able to help restore those repositories. It looks like the team will be focused on getting the Android, Windows, and Linux builds up and running as fast as possible. If you're kind of on a different system altogether, you might have to wait a little bit for RetroArch to be fixed for you. Libretro also posted something a little bit on topic, a little bit off topic, and that is in regard to the Android and core installer situation. So basically, in a nutshell, if you use RetroArch on Android, there is an issue with the core installer due to how Google Play is set up. The Libretro team is basically going to be making a stripped down version of RetroArch available on Android via the Google Play Store. Now what's going to happen is this version of RetroArch, you won't be able to download any cores. Well, kind of like the situation right now because of the hack. But besides the hack part, this is probably going to be a permanent solution where if you want to install additional cores, you will have to download a separate APK. And right now it looks like it's going to have 50 cores in it, which sounds like a lot, but at the same time, if the specific core you're looking for isn't included in the 50 core APK, this could be a very frustrating experience. And honestly, this is a huge reason for me not to make an updated tutorial for RetroArch on Android video right now, because this situation needs to be cleared up before I can make a proper tutorial video. But there is going to be a much better solution, which is just to download the RetroArch APK and sideload it onto your Android device, which will function exactly the same as RetroArch on Android does right now. So there really isn't too much of a worry there. Now, to sum everything up, RetroArch was hacked. As an end user, you have nothing to worry about in terms of overall safety. There is nothing malicious here for the end user, but if you're an end user, your version of RetroArch is going to be messed up. Everything in the back end of RetroArch is kind of just messed up right now and will be for a little bit until all of this gets sorted out. The Libretro team is also asking the community for financial support to help get them through this mess. I've been a patron of Libretro for quite some time now. I am one of the 432 patrons they have, so I just thought I'd mention this too. As a retro gamer and a big supporter of emulation, this news really sucks. Libretro will get through this. I'm very confident in that. They have a very good team and a very good level of community support. So I don't doubt for a second that they will be back at full speed. It just might take some time. So as a retro gamer, this does suck because RetroArch is basically going to be a little quirky for the next little while. And very fortunately, this is not malicious to anyone with RetroArch installed on their device. And that's a huge takeaway here. So fortunately, as an end user, we don't really have much to worry about in terms of overall compromisation. So don't worry, I've said this a couple of times in the video, but I wanted to say it again. Just because RetroArch was hacked doesn't mean you yourself personally were hacked. So that's a huge thing here. Your personal safety, as far as I know, and if there's any change to this, I will make an immediate update video. But as far as I know, there is no harm to the end user here. But anyways, that is all I've got for today. Let me know what you think about this hack in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button. Check out my other videos. Thank you, everyone. Take care.